beautiful glowing eggs, and some of Final Fantasy XIV's most iconic music. It can only mean one thing: the arrival of one of the most popular events of the year. And it's certainly gonna be very popular indeed, especially with some new features that I think you'll enjoy. So, with that in mind, greetings people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for this special bonus video of Final Fantasy XIV. So today, it is the start of the Hatching Tide event, the Final Fantasy XIV Take on Easter, and we'll be here with our very own Lady of the Special Events, Rika Sasaki, to check this event out. And from what I've seen from my initial test run, it is certainly going to be quite the event indeed. It won't be as long as previous events, but I can assure you, what it lacks in time spent, it will certainly make up for in outright fun. So what do you say we get started? We're here at Mikelo's Amphitheater in Gridania, the home of many traditional events throughout the year. And I had for that ever so annoying instance where my controller was no longer controlling, so I had to pull back in order to set itself right. So let's go ahead and speak with Nonota here of the group that puts Hatching Tide together. We'll take her level 15 challenge entitled Unacceptable Losses. Nonota needs your assistance in solving a Hatching Tide hiccup.
Oh, Rika, how wonderful to see you! Just in time to lend us a hand with the Hatching Tide festivities. You do remember how it all works, don't you? Geely's prophetic dreams, the egg decorating, the joyous laughter of child and adult alike? Everything has been going to plan. Everything that is, aside from one tiny unexpected detail. The dreamer has not had her dream this year.
Yeah, that is unexpected.
Geely herself seems unperturbed and suggested we go ahead with hiding eggs around town for people to find. And an egg hunt it is, of course, a perfectly enjoyable event all by itself. Thus did we straighten our egg caps and turn our efforts to the preparations. But now disaster has struck yet again! The eggs we so painstakingly crafted have been viciously and maliciously stolen! Please, adventurer, you must help us retrieve our Hatching Tide treasures!
Leave it to me.
Oh, thank you! Having a hero like you on the job can make all the difference! And you won't be working alone. I've also secured the services of a talented tracker. If you head off right now, you should find her investigating the scene near the Great Lone Brewery. She'll be the one shouldering a bow and wearing a decidedly fetching egg cap.
Yeah, so we're gonna be assisting an archer here. Archers are prominent within Gridania, as you come here to Gridania to become an archer. And then ultimately it's enhanced class the Bard. So we're off to the Botanist Guild, which is where the Great Lone Brewery is. And our person of interest is going to be across this bridge. As Dawn has now arrived here in Gridania. Hello there!
Nonota sent you to help, did she? Good, I could use a second set of eyes.
It's like, what's going on? You okay?
Rika, is it? You'll forgive me if I don't offer a name.
Why not?
When I accepted the job, Nonota insisted I wear this ridiculous hat to be in the spirit of things, and I'd rather not have my colleagues hear about it, ever.
Yeah, this is quite a sad Mikote.
So if we happen to cross paths again in the future, you don't know me, and I don't know you. Are we clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, now that that's settled, we can focus on the task at hand. The eggs were apparently stored in a nearby hut. If we start from there and make our way down the path, we should find traces of the culprit. Should you come across anything out of the ordinary, bring it to me and I'll see if it has any relation to the crime. Let's catch ourselves an egg thief.
So now let's see what this egg thief left behind. We'll start by going over this way to find a broken crate. You find a tuft of black hair caught on the edge of a broken plank. The strands are unusually thick and wiry. Might it have belonged to the egg thief? That's what we're gonna find out. Now we have to run further along the path. Yeah, definitely one of the nicer places of Gridania, a very tranquil area where very few people come around. Unless it's this particular hatching tide event, of course. Next, we have a shiny stone splinter. You spy a splinter of some shiny type of rock. Might this have something to do with the egg thief? Well, hopefully we're getting these clues all sorted out and it'll help us to achieve the desirable solution. And the hunter is also over here on this trampled ground. You see evidence of someone passing through the area, but cannot tell who made the tracks. Maybe our hunter knows?
Found some promising clues, have you? Let me have a close look.
Well, we have these two things to give to you.
We'll start with the shiny stone. This seems to be a flake of mythal ore. Odd, since to the best of my knowledge, mythal deposits aren't naturally occurring in the 12's wood. Then we have this black tuft of hair? Fur? It's awfully coarse. Considering where you found it, it may very well belong to the thief. Nice work. Now it's my turn to share. If you look carefully, you'll notice the tracks on the ground here. Oh, marked those for yourself already, did you? But what do they tell you? Aside from someone passed this way, of course. I can make out 3 distinct sets. From the size and gait, the first one was likely a female Mikote.
Someone like yourself, perhaps?
The steps are deep and deliberate, thus I suspect they were made by Geely when she came to place the eggs. As for the second set, they belong to a smaller than average Lalafell. Judging by the wide and random path of the steps, I believe they were made by a panicked Nonota when she discovered the eggs had gone missing. The true mystery here lies with a third and smallest set of tracks. At first glance I considered beastkin, but the creature obviously walks on 2 legs. Putting the evidence thus far together, would you hazard a guess as to who or what is our culprit?
Well, considering that, yeah, they're basically giving us the answer here, it's a Spriggan. Square Enix, you really need to stop doing this.
Ah, very good. I see the evidence at hand has led us to the same conclusion. Our egg thief is almost certainly a Spriggan, and whilst the motive is yet unclear, we at least have a suspect to chase. The Spriggans of the Trolls would lair in the central shroud. Based on these tracks, the egg thief was very likely headed towards the Yellow Serpent Gate. Let's follow the spores, shall we?
I have no idea what a spore is, but I will take your word for it. So let's follow our hunter and make our way over here to the Yellow Serpent Gates as she recommended. And looks like we already found our culprit, perhaps? Ooh, damn. Out like a light. Did you do this?
You were a moment too late, Rika. I spotted a Spriggan cradling an egg and took him down with my bow. I didn't aim for anything vital, of course. We need him alive before to find out where he hid the rest of the eggs.
But considering you were using a bow and arrow, and considering the guy is so small, how did you miss anything vital?
You have the wrong Spriggan!
And another Mikote comes onto the scene.
Oh, Riggy, my poor friend, lie still and I'll have you mended in a moment.
And now he's back to normal.
Your poor friend? Would you kindly explain what in the matron's name is going on here? From your actions, I assume the 2 of you are on the trail of the missing eggs? As fortune would have it, Ricky and I witnessed the crime itself. We watched aghast even as the egg-laden Spriggan joined others of his kin and made off with his hatching tide spoils. You were there, but I was told there were no witnesses. What was the story behind this Spriggan then? Oh, Riggy here? This honourable and forthright soul pursued his brethren into the very lair and escaped with one of the stolen treasures.
Yeah, actually, we saw Riggy at last year's hatching tide. Yeah, we were wondering, like, what's going on here?
Riggy is good, Springy! Bring back Iggy! Unfortunately, however, the trail leading into the Spriggan nest is too narrow for folk of ordinary size, and that's not even considering the woodland monsters which lurk along the way. Apparently they gave Riggy quite a scare. So what is our only recourse to our only recourse is to encourage Riggy to make another foray on our behalf? We best say our farewell to those eggs. I have an idea. What if we furnish Riggy with a link pearl? Then we can lend him support during his expedition, give him advice on how to deal with monsters, cheer him on, that sort of thing. Riggy, try again. Listen to Shiny Speaky! Forgive me if not filled with confidence. What say you, Rika?
Yeah, let's give him a chance.
Thank you, Rika. I know he can do this. Ricky is ready! Jumpy, springy, grab mini, eggy!
Yeah, one Mikote is happy, one is confused, and I'm just along for the ride, so we gotta speak with Amender here.
I do believe we've restored Riggy's enthusiasm for the task. Now, if only I knew a little bit more about fighting Oh, you're an adventurer, aren't you? You should be in charge of the Link Pearl.
Alright. The following controls can be used to navigate Egg Hunter Riggy. Yeah, we have a little mini game that we're about to do. Move left, right, jump, and double jump. Collect 15 or more eggs to win the game. Hitting obstacles or being struck by enemy attacks will cause you to drop eggs, so do your best to avoid any danger. So let's go ahead and expand the keyboard a bit, or the gameplay a bit, so here we go. So yeah, you just collect the eggs and try to avoid getting hit by anything. Take advantage of your double jump whenever you can to get the ones that are really valuable. Don't jump too high, or you'll hit your head on those stalactites. Yeah, the other Spriggans are not on your side, so try to avoid them when you can. Avoid the bomb if possible. Yeah, now we have a evil Spriggan. More evil Spriggans, rather. At least they have tells. Yeah, you won't be hit by the AoE, but yeah, that was kind of a rough one. It was either get hit by the laser or run into the Spriggan itself, and yeah, I chose poorly. Well, I think we're done with this challenge. We got ourselves a total of 49. Yeah, in my test run, I actually did better than this. I scored 54.
Oh, look at all these eggs! Well done, you two! Nice work, little one. I have to admit I was wrong about you. And I'm sorry about the whole shooting you with an arrow thing as well. Riggy not angry. Riggy happy. Everyone happy! Here, you should take these eggs and deliver them to Lenota. She will be thrilled to hear we've tracked them down. I don't recall mentioning Lenota's name. Like, what? Oh, well, you see, I'm a good friend of hers, and this isn't the first time I've helped out with an egg hunt.
Like, oh really? Yeah, she's like, oh really?
Anyway, Riggy and I shall have another look around to see if we've missed any of those precious eggs. Very well, friends. That Spriggan is an old character, but it's the conjurer who makes my tail twitch. I suppose we have some good news for Nenota at least. Shall we?
Very well. So let's go ahead and make our way back to Miketo's Amphitheater. Fastest way we'll get there from this point is to just run over to the Conjurer's Guild. And from there, we'll make our way back to Mikedo's amphitheater. So, let's see what happens when we give the eggs back to Nanota and complete this quest.
There you are! I heard from our tracker friend that the eggs have been found. May I see them, please?
Right here. All 49 of them.
Yes, this is the one I decorated myself! Thank you so very much! Geely, look, we have our eggs back!
Yeah, hello there, Geely. We've been waiting for you. And what's your problem?
That's wonderful. We must have searched everywhere. Wherever did you find them?
Yeah, I helped out.
In a Spriggan nest, you say? So the culprit was a Spriggan all along?
It's not like it hasn't happened before. Yeah, 'twas a Spriggan. You don't believe me?
Well, that's true in part, but the Spriggans were merely accomplices to the crime.
Why do you say that?
There was a mastermind behind this entire affair. Isn't that right, Geely? Like, what? You might be this festival's organizer, but I suspect you planned the theft from the start. The conjurer who so conveniently appeared to heal Riggy. That was you!
Was it really?
Clever girl.
Yeah, here's something you have never seen in a hatching type before. Geely takes off her hat, and yeah, that actually is the conjurer who helped us, was Geely.
Yes, 'twas I was who arranged for the eggs to disappear, but it was not my intent to distress or deceive you. You see, I actually did have my prophetic dream this year. Wonderful! And the vision implied that if I hid the eggs myself, then the ensuing chain of events will lead to encounters both unexpected and wondrous. So everything that took place was an effort to recreate the details of your dream? No wonder you were so anxious to mend the Spriggan's hurts. I apologize for my trickery, but tell me, did you not enjoy meeting the charming Riggy, or the manner in which you recovered the lost eggs?
Yeah, Rika just shrugs her shoulders. And Geely can laugh about it.
Speaking of which, there was a gift for you hiding inside one of the reclaimed treasures. A magical doll. 'Tis ever so adorable when they toddle along in your wake.
Thank you.
Yes, there's one more encounter we've yet to celebrate. Yours and mine, Leah Aaliyah Poe.
Yeah, like, you shared the same last name?
Some few days ago, I was cleaning out a storage closet and came across an old journal. It belonged to my mother, Mealy, a talented practitioner of the healing arts. In its pages, she made mention of her sister and the life her sibling led as a hunter in the depths of the Twelveswood. You can't mean... My aunt was said to have given birth to a single daughter. The girl grew up to be quite a handful, plain-spoken and proud with a knack for the bow. I think you know her name. Well, I'll be a Spriggan's second cousin, and a first to you, it seems. Now that is an unexpected wonder.
Yeah, we've had a family reunion here.
I thank you for your cooperation in this, Rika. Even I wasn't aware of the surprise that would greet me this day. If you aren't too early, might you be interested in helping me hide the eggs once more? We just might witness a few more special encounters.
I believe we can help. So with that, we'll take our 3,360 experience points plus the motley egg. The tiny archon inside is certain to kickstart your heart. And thus the main part of Hatching Tide comes to an end. But just like Little Ladies Day did before, there's more to this particular event. You've now unlocked the Egg Hunter Riggy minigame. Open the toy chest in any room to take another turn at this activity. So yeah, with that done, we now have something else that we can do. We have now a bonus quest from Geely herself. Let's take the challenge entitled Unexpected Encounters. Geely requests your assistance with the Hatching Tide egg hunt.
Are you ready for some Hatching Tide magic, Rika? As my dream revealed, all you need to do is help hide one of our eggs, and an extraordinary encounter will ensue. We've already been hard at work spreading the word that anyone who finds a Hatching Tide basket is welcome to gift the egg to the gift the egg holds. I imagine quite a few folk will be out and about, searching for a slice of festival fun. My vision has shown me the perfect hiding place here. Let me mark it down for you. Simply set the basket down at this spot, and then step back and enjoy your whimsical collision of fates.
Alright, so having received that, we are now making our way over to the Lancers Guild. I ran this a couple of times in test run to see if the location changed, and it did not. It will always be the same location. So now let's make our way over, just over the bridge. And set the basket in the intended spots. So there it is, all nice and set up. So now we go over here to this spot, and we just chill out for a while. So sometime later... Guildmaster Wayne, is that you? Oh, it seems I've found myself a hatching tide basket. There's not another soul in sight after all, and 'twould be a shame to leave it there unclaimed. Oh, who's in the way? A lady named Nicolio.
Whoa, that was close!
Steady on there, lad. After the egg, were you? Well, far be it from me to deprive a child of his sought-after prize. What's wrong? Yeah, the Guildmaster's like, what?
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? I'm fairly sure you're a Lancer, but I forget the name.
Like, hopefully you know it.
Well, no matter. You seem kind of all down, so I'm giving the egg to you. Hope it cheers you up.
He's just gonna leave it for the grown-up? Worn down? I suppose that unfortunate business with Falk has exhausted me more than I care to admit. Mayhap I shall retire early this evening. But at least you have a gift to take. And Rika, being a Lancer in her own right, and ultimately a Dragoon, can't help but appreciate this particular encounter. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that if you never, did the Lancers Guild and became a Lancer and got far enough to level 30, that you would get that extra dialogue. So, yeah, lucky us. Now, in my test runs, I actually had a different encounter occur. It involved Mother Mune, the lady from the Carline Canopy that you speak with when you come to Gridania and you start your way here, as well as the Leatherworkers Guild Guildmaster Geva. It happened both times when I did my test run, so I don't know if the encounter depends on the time of day, or if it's was just a random number generator playing tricks on me or something. So anyway, let's speak with Geely and complete this challenge.
Well, Rika, were you witness to a Hatching Tide encounter?
I was. A bit of an awkward one, though.
What mysterious magic this festival weaves. I knew you could help bring those meandering threads together. Ah, but my dream was filled with many such splendid tapestries. Should you wish for to hatch another unexpected meeting, I have more eggs for you to hide.
So we'll go ahead and take 6 Hatching Tide magic prisms. And these things are pretty nice. First, let me show off the... where's our little friend here? Motley Egg. Now we can summon the Motley Egg minion. Finding it, though, is a bit of a challenge. Because, yeah, I was trying to find this thing before and did not have much luck. I have 35 minions, thankfully, with Rika, so it's not that much. Motley Egg. As thanks for aiding Gilia Leopo in the retrieval of several stolen eggs, the original Egg Dreamer has gifted you with an expertly crafted automaton featuring Radcliffe the Red, famed first Archon of the 6th Umbral era. Yeah, hidden inside this egg. Just waiting to hatch. Yeah, come on out of there, you. Little shy or something? Yeah, like, don't make me threaten you. And as you can see, it just rolls around following you. Yeah, weird that I can't get Radcliffe himself to come out. But then again, I guess Yuzi over here has not had much luck either. Ah, there it is. There you are, Radcliffe. And then you jump right back in. Well, as far as the other thing that we got, the 6 hatching tide prisms. Yeah, check this out. This is very cool. That is a really cool hatching tide magic prism. I love it a lot. But yeah, there you have it. We have sampled the 2018 edition of Hatching Tide. And of course, if you want to keep talking to Geely and seeing some of the other encounters that can be happening here in Gridania, including the one I mentioned in my test run, keep coming back and having more fun. Plus, you saw with the prisms that I got that these things are a delight to use. So that's going to do it for this edition of the Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play, and I look forward to seeing you guys with the next Let's Play video as well as the future streams that I do. So we'll certainly have a lot of fun as always, just like we had fun here with this edition of Hatching Tide. So thank you very much everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.